Jumaane, and my Chief of Staff, Molly Haley, who is absolutely brilliant. In the glaring absence of leadership from the Adams administration, we look forward to hearing from advocates and legal experts about their experiences and recommendations for how we can all work together to defend New York City against federal overreach. We will be starting with two city leaders who are not afraid to stand up to Donald Trump and who have been fiercely leading the charge to protect immigrant New Yorkers. Controller Brad Lander has put his body on the line, showing up week after week to support immigrants, trying to do the right thing, and attend their scheduled hearings at 26 Federal Plaza. Public Advocate Jumaane Williams has been a relentless champion for immigrants and vulnerable New Yorkers for decades. I'm proud to call them both friends, and we are fortunate to have them as our elected officials. With that, I would like to turn it over to our Public Advocate, Jumaane Williams, for an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Now, you said a couple of decades for me, but you didn't say anything for Brad. I just want people to know that I'm younger, just so be clear about that. But peace and blessing, love and light to everyone, and good morning, Chair, and everyone who's here. First, at the top, I think it's pretty disgusting that the mayor himself is not here, and he sent no one in his stead. His audition to be deputy president was not as successful. I just want to say, wherever he is, I wish he would just stay there and put us all out of our misery. Just let Mayor Randy Maestro, I guess, do his thing until we can close this out. But it is disgraceful, and unfortunately, that is how he has led his administration. I wish he would have closed out less disgracefully, but he's chosen not to. He's confirming that every decision he's made is more about himself than the people of the city of New York. And I cannot tell you how hard that has been to watch happen in real time, particularly as a black citywide elected official to another more powerful black citywide official. He should be ashamed of himself. I don't think he is, which is part of the problem. We are in a situation, as you mentioned, Chair, where ICE agents kicked down the door we saw the video today, I think it was a couple months ago, to kick down the door of someone, a mother with children, at gunpoint. For our understanding, didn't show any warrant and may not even have had one. That is a line being crossed at this moment in time. Just this week, as you mentioned, I was with a family where a mother was duped into coming outside because she wouldn't open the door. And when she walked outside, you can see very clearly she had no concern, so she thought she was going somewhere, wherever the person called her from, and they kidnapped her from the street. In that room was a very chilling feeling when I was there, telling the remaining family members they probably shouldn't leave their house for a couple of days as we try to figure out what's going on, as the person who we think did this threatened to call ICE on the entire family as an act of revenge. That is chilling. It reminded me, although it's not as severe yet, but it reminded me of what people may have felt as they were trying to hide runaway enslaved Africans, or in Nazi Germany as they were trying to hide folks. That feeling, that fear in that room, as I mentioned, I don't want to act like the situation is exactly the same, but it is increasingly getting there. And it was just a chilling feeling to have, talking to those family members, saying you probably should not leave your house, and we have to find people who will be able to get you some food if you need so. My official statement. My name is Jumaane Williams, the Public Advocate for the City of New York. Thank you, Chair Ressler and members of the Committee on Government Operations, holding this important hearing and allowing myself the opportunity to testify along my good friend, colleague in safety, New York City Comptroller Brad Lander. Brad, we've been doing this for a while. I woke up and became an AG, like OG, I said, overnight. I don't know what happened. Well, I died, so I try to. Anyway, every day the Trump administration pushes our city and the country deeper into wait, let me pause. I just want to say I dyed my beard on Instagram, so it hasn't been something I'm hiding. Yeah, I'm into transparency. All right, the more serious topic. Just again, every day the Trump administration pushes our city and the country deeper into uncertainty. Our social safety nets are being eroded. Our civil and political rights are being hollowed out and violated, including those woven into the fabric of our democracy and delineated in the Constitution of the United States and our Bill of Rights. The right to due process is indispensable, or should have been, to the American legal system, and is essential to individuals in this country, irrespective of whether they traveled, relocated, or were born here. Yet every day We learn of people being kidnapped from the streets in broad daylight, held in inhumane, unsafe conditions, and tricked into coming into court, and even spirited away by private plane to be jailed in countries they have no connection to. If we were discussing a country in the global south where individuals were incarcerated without trial by masked individuals who display no discernible affiliation to any legitimate law enforcement agency or office, we would be calling for UN peacekeeping intervention. The behavior of the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, not only breeds fear and distrust, but it also opens the door for bad actors masquerading as law enforcement officials, of which we've seen several instances already. We know that an active NYPD duty member is on trial now for being accused of calling ICE on someone that spurned his advances. Furthermore, the mobilization and politicization of the National Guard by the President on peaceful cities around the country is a gross violation of states' rights. Our republic fought for independence from overreaching monarchical rule. We cannot normalize this abuse of power. This is a constitutional crisis that was created by the felon-in-chief, number 47. As a city, we must continue to penalize and hopefully penalize financial institutions that reverse transactions in bank accounts held by the city of New York where no duly elected or appointed official acquiesced to a reversal of deposited funds. Be ready to file injunctions and lawsuits when federal actors do not follow the laws of New York City or New York State. And bear witness in the courts or in the streets and serve as violence interrupters when we see another human being forcibly detained without a judicial warrant. I look forward to working with Governor Kathy Hochul and finally a mayor that cares more about the city than themselves, Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani, to protect New Yorkers from the overreaches of this federal administration. We must stand together in defending New Yorkers, our immigrant communities, and upholding the rule of law. And to anyone who hears this, we all have to do what we can, where we are with what we have. I've reminded folks that in history, in times, moments like this, there are names we remember because they make the headlines, but there are hundreds of thousands of people whose names we will never know, but were equally as important getting past to it. So some people were able to just pray. They said they can show up with a sandwich. They can just be present. Whatever we can and are comfortable doing, we have to, although we do have to push past our comfort point a little bit. I'm looking forward to January. It can't come fast enough. And again, this administration is going to go down one with disgrace and shame, and it's just hard. There's just no way around it. But I know that our mayor has created a new world for himself in his mind where that is not the case and he is a victim. He is not a victim. He has created a city full of victims. And it's just so shameful to watch. Thank you so much, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Public Advocate.